Why do parents favor my older sister over me? Why do they never punish my younger sibling, but only me? Why do parents confide in my older brother, but never me? Have you ever asked your parents these questions, and how did they respond? Almost all parents have the same catchphrase. All children are my children, there's no such thing as favoritism. The common thread in parents' answers is usually denial. Parents love all their children equally, or reasons like, you're the older sibling, you have to give way to your younger sibling, they're still small and don't understand. Or, your older brother is big, but not as strong as you. Is that what children want to hear? Is there or isn't there favoritism among parents' children? According to a leading American family therapist, this favoritism is not only difficult to avoid, but common. Up to 70% of mothers love one child more than the others, but parents themselves often don't realize this, while their children quickly detect such favoritism. This isn't always as obvious as buying toys for one child and not another, or reserving delicious food for a specific child. Sometimes, it's just a few subtle actions by parents that can make children feel sidelined or unloved. For instance, statements like, because your younger sibling is small, or because you're stronger than your sister, you should give in to her, also contribute to favoritism among children. It's almost taken for granted in many families that older siblings must yield to younger ones or that weaker children should be favored. To adults, this might seem fair, but in reality, young children don't see it that way. While compromise and yielding are necessary, doing so in every situation, even when a child isn't ready, is not advisable. Compromise must come from willingness. If it stems from adult coercion, children can easily get hurt and feel unloved. Both older and younger children need to understand how to resolve issues among themselves in specific situations. When the younger child is always prioritized, they will gradually overpower their older siblings, and the older child may develop jealousy and stop loving their younger sibling. When a child has 100 candies, they will happily share. But when they only have 2, what reason do they have to generously share with others? Here, candies represent parents' affection. When children feel their parents' love for them is dwindling, of course, they won't want to share it with anyone. A child surrounded by a sense of security isn't afraid to share love with others. We often assume children are always innocent and naive, but in reality, their pure souls contain a myriad of emotions and sorrows, especially when they notice parents dedicating more affection and attention to one child over another. Some innocently laugh after hearing such words, but there are also older siblings filled with sorrow and hurt. Parents aren't born knowing how to be parents, they're doing it for the first time. Actually, I don't really like this saying, because in movies, parents get 3 chances. I just hope parents don't listen to their children's heartfelt words, apologize, and then leave it at that. Every time we ask why parents show favoritism, what we want to hear isn't a denial like, no, that's not true, parents love all their children equally. What we need is for parents to listen and to change.